Who would do they send a gift? A gift? What? That's not a gift. They just took some dirt and put it in. That's not dirt! Oh. Anyways, guys. Welcome back, Laser Dragons. Anyways, repping the Albert Einstein and pop culture art. What? What is that? Either way, hopefully you guys are ready for another D&D thing. And that thing is, I'm getting sick and tired of rules lawyers and then everyone picking on the DM saying that that's not the right call or this is going on. I was reading on a forum and it just seemed there was so much back and forth about opinions that have already had judgment calls given to them. And I feel that's very bad for the game of D&D because you should be able to squash it really fast. And if you don't, it's taking away from the game. I've never once seen someone argue over a point in a game and it made the game better. And I'm all about making the game better. So, we are doing creative things. I was wetting my little noodle and came up with this fabulous thing. Let's give it a little walk over to it. But we have the Nup Nup. It's the reverse pun. But it is a character that I designed that has infinite number of everything. See all these X's? It looks fantastic. It looks like it got stitched by a gravedigger at the second level. Anyways, since you're a DM, you can create any character in your world any way that you want. It says so in the book, at least in Dungeons and Dragons and things like that. And so I just went through and I did everything. Still need to come up with a background. And we'll come up with personality traits and ideals. But what this is for is why I created the Nup Nup. It is a character that you could throw into any game and it can do two things. It can deliver a strike system. So you go in, a player's disrupting the game, not staying in character. This is a mediary type person that you can put in the game and give a strike. Like 3 strikes you're out. Like let's calm everything down. Maybe you should sit this game out kind of thing once it's gone that far. I'm talking it went pretty far, but usually games don't go that crazy. But anyways, so it's good for that. And then let's say someone wants to cast a fireball to disarm a trap. Well, that doesn't really make perfect sense. You could blow it up, but that would be outside of the rules and stuff like that. And they might try to push for the ruling on it. Well, you can get the Nup Nup to come in and say, well, I see what you're trying to do, but how about this? And maybe they'll make the trap into a different monster through some weird type of polymorph. Or they'll make it so the call is no longer even relevant. Essentially, it is a type of character that can reset or rearrange anything. It can counterspell magic. It has access to everything that it needs to do. And why I say a Nup Nup is better than what other people have said, like Tarrasques or anything to put fear into your players. A Nup Nup is just a lonely little kobold. A kobold isn't much threat, let alone if he has no care about hit points or being banished or anything like that. Can very much fend for themselves. So they're a very non-threatening, interactive NPC. And I thought this would be really cool to give to you guys and see what you guys want to do it. But I'm looking at it as a ref, and of course I've made it a kobold, and I called it a Nup Nup, the reverse of a pun. So the ultimate character of all. But sometimes, like, a lot of the games that I see end up going this route where it's just diluting the game so much, it's not really giving back. And that's why I came up with it. And sorry about my eyes, they've been really red and dried out lately. We've had quite a few fires around. Not that far away. It smells like smoke and ashes everywhere. But hopefully I don't have to evacuate anytime soon, but you never know. But that's on a whole other thing. But getting back to the point, the Nup Nup, I will put a link below, and you can take it and do what you want. And it's just there for fun and to kind of re-straighten your game if you need it. And you can reskin it any way that you want. But it's fun to kind of have that character. It's a little... what was the green Martian that used to pop up in the cartoons? Or it would be like the equivalent of the angel and the devil on the shoulders. Like, it can really push some sort of narrative. Now, I wouldn't quite just drop it on your players. I would let them know that you're establishing a character like that. And just let it go in and know, like, just say, hey, if things get out of line, I have a character here that will set things back in order. So if you get too out of line, you will get checked by this. And I think that's very fair, and most players should get along with it. And always make it fun and don't, like, mess things over. But if you need to bestow a curse, or you need to, like, just do something to kind of errata something on a twist, it's not the GM making the call anymore. There's a character that can actually do it. And if you really want to go with it, you can make it just a 20th level wizard or anything like that can gate or portal and do all sorts of menacing things as well. Then the players won't feel like they can't do anything to it, because I know how players like to hit and smash things. But that's on a whole other kit and caboodle. But I will post the link below. Subscribe. We'll keep the D&D content alive and create on Laser Dragons, because that's what we do. And I'm fading out.
The best. It's got me, but that's okay. I'm tired. I'm just gonna sleep in this night. What? Ah!
Okay. Laser Dragons, we must fly!